Hi, and welcome to Wrong Way. And today, I'm gonna share you the first impressions of the Begode Master Pro, the world's fastest monowheel. So, let me tell you more about it.
Alright, so we are at 80% battery. Pretty secluded path. Let's wait until this light turns red and then we can go.
Wrong way. First up, big thanks to EEVEE for providing me this wheel for testing purposes. And if you want to get a wheel like that in Canada or any other wheel, feel free to use my affiliate link below. If you want to get a wheel like that in Europe or anywhere else, also check the description. And to be honest with you guys, this is my second attempt already of recording the first impressions of this wheel. And the problem is that the capabilities of this machine are absolutely insane. And for me as a reviewer, I really got carried away when doing the first recording. I was just so excited to carve, to accelerate, to feel this immense power that, you know, it almost feels superhuman. It's not really like riding a scooter or riding a e-bike. You are the machine, you're a cyborg. That's what electric unicycles are all about. But as a responsible human being, I cannot get carried away by this. And as much as I feel the power and I see the possibility and, you know, you're high off the ground, you don't feel the speed, I need to remember that it's still there and I need to be a considerate rider. So not just for the video, but, you know, for riding in general, I calmed down and, you know, got off the Begode drug. But I will still show you the clip so you know what not to do, even if you feel immense possibilities and capabilities of the wheel.
And this is the world's fastest mono wheel! Let me tell you more about it! Jesus Christ! Let's go!
Alright, so with that out of the way, let's get into the first impressions. And as you've seen the performance, this should probably classify as a motorcycle thing. And with a, you know, huge battery and huge weight, this thing weighs 55 kilograms. Can you even toss it around? Can you turn on it on a bike path? Is it like even doable there? And the short answer is yes, and the long answer is it requires a lot of effort and a lot of skill to be able to weave it around like you see it on the video here. Although the street tire and the balanced weight distribution, although it's still a bit top heavy, helps a lot with turning, the main feature here are the ultra high foot plates. And I mean, they are super tall. Like, you feel actually like 2 meters 20 when you're riding on this wheel. And therefore I can lean on this wheel a lot more than I can on other wheels. Now, I would still prefer a wider tire and more of a motorcycle grade tire. This is more like a sock. But yeah, also subscribe for the main review and teardown to get into the nitty gritty about this wheel. So it is possible to handle it without any bigger problems on bicycle paths and roads, but the other thing is acceleration and braking. And as you can see, you just require a lot of effort, a lot of leaning, and really good pads. I'm using the Nilonova Kinetic here, and without those pads, this wheel was trash. Like, I couldn't really handle it. But with proper pads, you can really get the acceleration and braking out of it. So especially if you're a heavier rider, you will enjoy this wheel probably more, because you don't need so much effort to accelerate and brake then. Otherwise, if you're heavy as me or lighter, I am about 80 kilograms of gear, you will just require, it's like a gym. It's like a gym for a wheel. Like when you step on that, you ride for, you know, whatever the range is, like 200 kilometers, 150 if you ride fast. You will feel that the Sherman is a very small, nimble wheel. This is very planted, very stable, very, you know, predictable, well, unless you carve really hard. But on the downside, you always need to plan ahead and then use a lot of effort. It doesn't have the playfulness of the smaller wheels. And especially when braking, you need to be considerate of that, because the braking distance might get bigger because of that, unless you really lean into it. Now I'll show what you do then. Stopping behind, and you do this. And it will brake fairly well. It just requires a lot of effort. Right, but let's talk suspension. This wheel has a very similar geometry to the Begode Master, meaning that you can bottom it out really easy. It's rather clunky, it has quite a bit of noises. But on the other hand, it's very comfortable for longer rides, and you're really not afraid that a bump will throw you off. And literally going over grass, you don't feel almost anything. It's extremely comfortable, but for heavier riders, for jumps, it's more likely to bottom out. Soon, I think torque pads will have a custom geometry for this EUC, or you can just buy a custom shock, and then the ride should be more stiffer, you know, more direct, and better for, you know, off-road trails, if you want to do that with a 55 kilogram wheel. So let's conclude it all. And remember that this video is about the ride, the first impressions of the ride, well, after 300 kilometers anyways, on the Master Pro. And I gotta say, this wheel pretty much has it all. It has the torque, insane torque, it can climb upstairs. That's too many cameras.
Getting shy, eh?
It can go really steep incline.
Wow, it has so much power. Like I think I can't even like over torque it. Let me try again. Okay, a bit. I can a bit, but that's so much torque.
Brakes well, it accelerates well, it has the top speed, so you never feel like you don't have enough headroom. It has the turning, and it has a pretty small turning radius too because of the high foot plates. It has a suspension, so it's super comfortable on longer rides and on shorter rides. It also has a huge, the biggest battery, and you don't feel, at least I didn't, feel like range anxiety ever. I did, 80 kilometers at once, and I still had 50% battery left, and that was like pretty quick driving. I'm pretty sure I could get 200 kilometers out of it easy. Well, wait for the full range test. It has decent, features, a seat, a trolley handle. So there's a lot of things to like here about the ride of this wheel, but there's also the reliability and safety, so stay tuned for the next videos to find out about that. And if you're still here, leave a like on the video, subscribe to see more content like this. I'll see you in the next video. See you soon.